Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And for all my continued followers, I want to say thank you. And this is an opinion-based video channel where I try to open your eyes and ears up to some of the travails and tribulations that take place throughout our cities, our states, our country, and sometimes around the world. This particular story, I try to bring you all unique stories that I feel can be a learning tool to a certain degree. This story has a connection with Ohio and Chicago, Illinois. This story has, the centerpiece is a woman who was married at separate times to two doctors. Her first husband was a vascular surgeon who she was married to for only 2 years. Her name was Monique. Her name was Monique. And she met her first husband, the vascular surgeon, Dr. Michael David McKee, back in college at Ohio State. They got married, and they were only married for 2 years, divorced for 8. He was a vascular surgeon. She remarries and marries a guy who was a dentist by the name of Spencer Teppy. So, centerpiece is one woman, married initially to a vascular surgeon, gets divorced, and she marries a dentist. What's the commonality? Both of these guys are in the healing arts, where they're supposed to be helping and healing people. One is a physician, a vascular surgeon, and the other one was a dentist. And the commonality is Monique. Well, evidently, the first husband, the vascular surgeon, had a problem with getting a divorce and could not ascertain his ex-wife being married to someone else, and he decided to do the most diabolical, heinous thing you could do to a person, the most inhumane, allegedly. So let's get into this story. This is an interesting one, and like I said, no matter if you're an entertainer, an athlete, whatever, or a professional, lawyer, doctor, judge, you're still a human being, and we as humans get caught up in our emotions, and we make mistakes many times. We can have clouded vision, and sometimes instead of taking a step back and having some calmness when you're involved in chaos and disorder, we have a tendency to make poor, irrational decisions. And allegedly, this is what this vascular surgeon did, all the way from Chicago and drove to Ohio. So let's get in. Let's get into it. What do we know about the deaths of Ohio dentist and his wife and her ex-husband's arrest? So 10 days after the apparent shooting deaths of an Ohio dentist and his wife. Now, mind you, Monique Teppy got shot 9 times in her head and chest. And Spencer Teppy, her second husband, the dentist, he got shot 7 times in their home. So, 10 days after the apparent shooting deaths of an Ohio dentist and his wife, police announced an arrest in the case, identifying the suspect as her ex-husband. So we're talking about a dentist and a physician, supposed to be in the healing arts, took an oath to help people, and one of these doctors decided that he was going to be harmful instead of helpful to 2 people, leading to their demise and their death. Michael David McKee, Dr. Michael David McKee, 39, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder in the deaths of Dr. Spencer Teppy and Monique, Dr. Spencer Teppy, 37, and Miss Monique Teppy, 39, who were found dead in their Columbus home a couple months ago. Look at it. And these people are young. They're in the beginning of their professional lives. Dr. Michael David McKee is 39, the vascular surgeon. Dr. Spencer Teppy is 37, and Monique Teppy, 37. They're just in the beginning of life. McKee and Monique Teppy, Dr. McKee and Monique Teppy were married in 2015, and they were only married for 2 years and divorced 2 years later. The funeral visitation for the couple took place in Upper Arlington, Ohio, the two people that died. So here's what we know about the case. What happened? The couple was discovered dead at their Columbus home on the morning of December 30th after concerned friends and colleagues of Dr. Spencer Teppe's concerned friends and colleagues of Dr. Spencer Teppe called authorities because they hadn't been able to get in touch with Dr. Spencer Teppe, the dentist. The dentist boss called at 8:58 a.m. according to a transcript of the call, and described his employee as reliable and always on time, but said he hadn't shown up to work and no one could reach him. They said we are very, very concerned about this because this is out of character and we can't get in touch with him or his wife, which is probably the more concerning thing. Roughly an hour later, a friend of Dr. Spencer Teppe stopped by the family's home for what he described in a 911 call as a wellness check. According to the transcript of the call, the friend found Dr. Spencer Teppe lying next to his bed in a puddle of blood. The couple's two young children could be heard screaming in the background as the friend spoke to the dispatcher. Police arrived shortly after, and the couple was pronounced dead at 10:11 a.m., according to the incident report. Authorities later said the kids were unharmed, thankfully. The Franklin County Coroner's Office said the couple's preliminary cause and manner of death was an apparent homicide by gunshot wounds. As I said, Monique Teppe got shot 9 times, and they said Spencer, the husband, the dentist, got shot 7 times. Dr. Spencer Teppe worked at a dental practice in Athens, Ohio, where he focused on comprehensive dentistry and implant therapy, according to a company biography. He was fluent in Spanish and was committed to serving others. Monique Teppe had a background in childhood education and loved baking. The family statement described her as a loving, patient, and joyful mother whose warmth defined her. Together, Spencer and Monique shared a beautiful, strong, and deeply happy relationship. They loved to travel, to laugh, and to build a life rooted in love. They were proud parents of 2 beautiful children and their beloved golden doodle. And they created a home filled with warmth, happiness, and connection. It says, "We are heartbroken beyond words," the family added. While no outcome can ever undo the loss, our family is committed to seeing this tragedy fully and fairly brought to justice and to deeply honoring Dr. Spencer and Monique by protecting the future of their children they love so deeply. A family friend, Phyllis Williams, remembered Monique Teppe as a very beautiful soul. She and Spencer loved each other dearly, and they were soulmates. So following the news, so they didn't know who did this, and then they had surveillance cameras and all of this. Then here comes the bombshell. Following the news of Dr. McKee's arrest, the vascular surgeon and the previous husband of Monique, the family called it an important step toward justice for Monique and Spencer. Nothing can undo the devastating loss of 2 lives taken far too soon, the family said, while thanking police and community for their support. Monique and Spencer remain at the center of their hearts, and they said they will carry forward their love as we surround and protect the 2 children they leave behind. So what do police say? Investigators believe the couple was killed between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m., a 3-hour window in which a person of interest was recorded on a security camera walking in an alley next to the home. The brief video shows a person walking in the alley wearing light-colored pants and a dark hooded jacket. Police did not confirm whether Dr. McKee is believed to be the person seen in the video. In an interview with Spectrum News, Columbus Police Chief Elaine Bryant appeared to explain that the gap in time between when Dr. Spencer Teppe's boss called, and when his friend stopped by, saying that an officer who was initially dispatched to the home ended up going to the wrong address. He did everything that he was supposed to do. The police officer knocked on the door, checked the backyard, and all those things. But guess what? He was at the wrong house. So the wellness check did not go as planned because the police officer was at the wrong house. But subsequently, the McKees were found. The Teppies were found in their homes, both shot to death. So who is Michael McKee, Dr. Michael McKee? Dr. McKee, he resided in Chicago, and when he was married to Monique Teppy, they did not share any children together. He is being held in the Winnebago County Jail in Illinois, according to authorities, and is scheduled to appear in court. It is not immediately clear whether he has retained a lawyer. I'm sure he's got a lawyer by now. And the background history on Dr. McKee, he is a medical doctor specializing in vascular surgery. According to online records, he is licensed in California and Illinois and was previously licensed in Nevada. He graduated from Ohio State University College of Medicine. Remember, Monique had met Mr. McKee in college at Ohio State, and then Mr. McKee went on to Ohio State Medical School and graduated in 2014. He was listed as a vascular surgeon at OSF St. Anthony Medical Center in Rockford, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago, a city about 90 miles northwest of Chicago. OSF Healthcare said it is cooperating with authorities. His medical license shows no disciplinary history or malpractice, and his criminal record shows only traffic-related tickets. So this guy, Dr. McKee, had never been in trouble, was married to Monique for a short period of time, only 2 years. They had been divorced 8. I guess he couldn't get out of his system that she had moved on and married somebody else. And this gentleman plotted and waited a number of years and decided to end the lives of his ex-wife, Monique Teppy, and her husband, dentist Spencer Teppy. And what do you get from this story? Everything that glitter is not always gold. Keeping up with the Joneses, thinking that somebody else's life is better than yours may not always be true. What you see on an outward appearance may not be what's going on inwardly. All the things that are done in the dark will come to the light, etc. Those are some of the montages that I say in many of my videos. And also, in today's time, the unforeseen will become seen and the unbelievable will become believable. This is a very sad and unfortunate story.